Hi all, this is Ashish Kyal here. Welcome to Elliott Wave News channel by wavestrategy.com. And today we are going to discuss the outlook on Nifty. But if you recollect from the previous week webinar, which happened again on Friday last week, we have discussed about Bollinger Bands. And if you look at that and you might have applied those Bollinger Bands on the hourly chart, price have worked out brilliantly within the zone as expected. Now, also one very important aspect is despite of all the euphoria which was there because of the event and RBI policy, it's very interesting to see that markets have behaved within the band. So irrespective of the event, markets have respected the bands very well. Next is on all the most of the prior occasions when there was no rate cut, Nifty actually started rallying immediately on the same day or probably on the next day. This time after the rate cut was actually given, then still Bank Nifty and Nifty both closed negative on the same day and continue to move lower probably for a day more. So this clearly indicates that markets were probably discounting this to happen already, and that's why it is not moving as per what the news is. It's doing its own thing, which is probably forming a pattern. Now, which pattern is forming is going to be the most important aspect that you have to understand, because unless and until you know which pattern is market forming, it's not going to help you to trade. So by identifying which pattern is ongoing, it helps us to understand and capture the reversal, whether you're on the long side or on the short side. Understanding pattern helps to capture the reversal. We also had a very brilliant 2 days of workshop on 29th, 30th of July, where I spoke on various topics, and I am equally delighted to have a wonderful audience there who have been extremely curious on learning new aspects of technical analysis. And in case of any doubts or queries with respect to the training I conducted, you can always write to me on the personal IDs that I shared across. Let's move on further and look at the chart of Nifty. And I'm going to again keep the Bollinger Bands intact because that has worked out very well. And unless until we see it breaking above or below the bands, I think it's best to be applying it and trading based on that method. So if you can check my screen here, the first thing that you will note is prices are moving in an expanding pattern of some sort. So if you look at the trend lines over here at the top and the trend lines at the bottom, you can clearly see it's a very clear expansion. And why Nifty has been showing nervousness as soon as it reaches around 10,100 above level is because there is a blue trend line. Also, one important aspect that you have to note is this is an upward sloping trend line. Because of the upward sloping trend line, there is always a possibility that the resistance is going to keep increasing higher. Now, where that resistance is exactly, for that you can refer the daily research report. However, if I zoom in now the chart, and if you look at the bands, the Bollinger Bands, if you look at it, it has been, this is the range. So you can't just say, okay, here over here it has broken or not. You have to look at the range. So what is the range of the market now is going to be, this is the low, which is important. At the same time, this is the high, which is important. However, we can clearly see there has been a marginal push on the upside, breaking the previous high. So this cannot be ruled out. So there is a possibility we might again see a marginal push on the upside, which might break the previous high. And after that, probably again some kind of a distribution and a reversal. So a very important aspect that you can see from this current ongoing trend is markets are probably drifting on the high side. However, the momentum is not picking up. You can clearly see there has been a strong trend here, an equally fast move on the downside, probably in the form of wave B here. Then we have equally move fast on the upside, maybe in C, we have D here. And this upgoing move is going to be a very important aspect. So this can also be qualifying as a running triangle that we are seeing right now. So what we are mean by running triangle is the highs are above the prior highs, which looks like a wedge pattern but a triangle formation, and the lows are above the prior lows. So it can qualify as a running pattern. So if we see a move about 10,150 or near around that zone, it will indicate that it's a running triangle. Nevertheless, this is looking like probably a distribution to me right now, but it's prudent not to catch a top. The best way to trade in the coming week is going to be again using the same technique, sell near the resistance and buy near the support. That is the brilliant technique which has worked in this week. And despite of all the euphoria that was created post the RBI meet, Nifty has done whatever it has to do on an independent basis. That is very important. Also, one very crucial aspect that you should be applying during sideways kind of a market is probably you can look at the range of the RSI. So you shouldn't be just looking at RSI, what is the overbought oversold range. I'll probably look at which are the zones from where RSI has reversed. So this looks to be an important zone on the upside. At the same time, if you look at the bottoming zone, so this looks to be an important support zone on the downside. So this is the support for RSI here, same time here, and over here as well. So these are the support zone of the RSI. This is how the support and resistance should be shown, or the overbought or oversold should be shown on an indicator. Now, many people apply indicator directly at 80, some apply at 70, some apply at 30, or some apply at 20. For me, it is the range. So which is the support range? I will put my marker there. Which is the resistance? Which is the resistance range, or probably the overbought range? I'll put my probably a horizontal line there. So this looks to be a decent one in the ongoing up move. So this is how probably you can trade. What you can also do is, in case you want, you can refer the daily equity research report, financial waves, short-term update, in which the important levels will be mentioned. Along with that, the detailed wave counts will be there. Along with that, the various other technical indicators and Elliott wave counts, Neo wave counts will be mentioned in the research report. That's it from my side in today's session. I hope the techniques discussed, like an RSI and Bollinger Bands, this range bound technique is going to help you in formulating the strategies accordingly. And also for stocks, the stocks that are outperforming, is better to pick up the ones that are outperforming, showing some kind of consolidation, waiting for market to pull back and start showing a breakout again. Those kind of stocks probably you can pick up and trade. That's it from my side. In case of any queries, feel free to write to me at helpdesk@wavesstrategy.com, or contact us on 99204 22202. And visit the website wavesstrategy.com, because over there you can also participate in the traders forum, where we are discussing about neo wave questions, about various patterns, charts, queries. So you can also participate there, and I'll be more than happy to respond back as and when possible. This session will be available on the website at 5, and you can see it from there. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel on which you are seeing this right now, so that you get the notifications whenever it's required. And thank you again. See you next week, same time at 4 Friday, and have a wonderful weekend. Thanks.